Life presents us with choices. Every day we stand at a crossroads. Two paths lie before us. One promises life, joy, and blessings. The other leads to destruction and emptiness. Choosing the right path is crucial. It determines our destiny. Psalm 1 speaks of these two paths. It contrasts the righteous with the wicked. It reveals the consequences of each choice. We can walk in righteousness, delighting in God's word, or we can follow the counsel of the ungodly, leading to ruin. The path of righteousness is not always easy. It requires discipline. We must make a conscious effort to walk in God's ways. But the rewards are immeasurable. It leads to true fulfillment and joy. Choosing the path of the wicked might seem tempting at first. It may appear easier, but it ultimately leads to sorrow and regret. The consequences are far-reaching. The path to compromise is a gradual one. It starts subtly, with seemingly insignificant choices. We may think we can handle it. We may tell ourselves it's not a big deal. But little by little, we drift further from God's path. The world's counsel is alluring. It appeals to our fleshly desires. It promises happiness and fulfillment. But it's a deceptive promise. It leads us down a slippery slope. Before we know it, we're far from where we intended to be. We must be vigilant. We must guard our hearts and minds. The wrong influences can easily lead us astray. We must surround ourselves with godly counsel. We need people who will encourage us to stay on the right path. Compromise may seem harmless at first, but it has dire consequences. It erodes our relationship with God. It robs us of our peace and joy. It leads to emptiness and regret. The Torah, God's Word, is a lamp to our feet. It's a light that illuminates our path. When we meditate on it day and night, we gain wisdom and understanding. We learn God's ways. We discover His will for our lives. Torah means instruction or teaching. It's more than just a set of rules. It's a guidebook for life. It's a love letter from our Creator. It reveals His heart for us. When we delight in God's Word, we find true joy. It becomes our source of strength and encouragement. It transforms our thinking. It shapes our desires. It guides our steps. The more we meditate on the Torah, the more we grow in righteousness. We become more like Christ. We bear good fruit. We experience the abundant life He promised. Psalm 1 describes the righteous as trees planted by rivers of water. They are deeply rooted in God's Word. They draw nourishment from His presence. They are stable and fruitful. Just as a tree planted by water thrives, so do those who delight in God's law. They are not swayed by every wind of doctrine. They are not shaken by life's storms. They stand firm, their roots sunk deep in His love. The wicked, on the other hand, are like chaff that the wind drives away. They lack a firm foundation. They are easily swayed by the world's influences. They are blown about by every difficulty. When we abide in God's Word, we are like trees planted by rivers of water. We bear fruit in season. We prosper in all that we do. We experience the fullness of His blessings.